Hi everybody, so welcome to Marley's Kitchen. Today I'm gonna make some hummus. So I've been craving for some hummus and naan bread. So we're gonna do the hummus first. We're gonna make the hummus first. And so what we're gonna need is like 2 cans of this garbanzos beans, chickpeas, right? So you need about 2 of that. Now what you want to do with the liquid is save 1 can of it because we'll be using it to mix in with that the garbanzo. So then what you just need to do is mix in all the ingredients, and then so that's the 2 cans, and then the sour cream we need 1/3 cup of the sour cream, and then the lemon juice we will need 1/3 cup as well. And then for the cumin, so I already mixed it. So what we need is half teaspoon of cumin and 1.5 teaspoon of salt. So you just put everything in there. And then also for the garlic, minced garlic, maybe 1 tablespoon. It depends on how much garlic flavor you want in there. So you just mix all that in together. And then, so we're gonna start with half a cup of the garbanzo liquid. So just half a cup of that. So right now, let's see. So you don't want to add too much because you don't want it too liquidy. So that's all you need to do is mix it all in there. And you just blend. So it gets stuck, and just get a spoon. And you just blend it. Continue blending it until you get the smooth texture. Just keep pushing it down. So it's already kind of thickened already. So just keep blending it until you get all the smooth texture. You have a little bit more in there. So just keep blending it. And there you have it. So you just want to make sure that everything is blended in or grinded. You see how the texture is already thickened. So just a little bit more. Okay, so that's it. They're all blended in. And you just transfer it to your serving bowl. You see how it's already thick? Thick and smooth. Everything's already blended well. And there goes your garbanzo hummus. So then what you do is just put in your serving bowl. And then top it with any toppings you want. So I want to add a little bit of the onion powder. Just top it with a little bit of the onion powder, a little bit more of the garlic powder, and then sprinkle it with paprika. Then you just add a little bit of must have olive oil. So it depends on how much you want to use, but this is just to give it that little texture on top. So maybe 1 tablespoon and just kind of drizzle it on top. So there goes your garbanzo hummus. Now you could also include a little bit of little topping, parsley, or maybe just a little bit of the little sprinkle of that dill weed. There it is. So just kind of garnish it with whatever that you want. This is dill weed that I'm just topping it off to give it a little of that texture. It's kind of hard to come out. But yes, so there it is. There's your hummus. Yum. So the next one I'll be making to go with this is my naan bread. So I'll get that started shortly. But you can just keep this in the refrigerator overnight or a couple hours before serving. So it's always good to have that little, coldness to it. But you could serve it anytime. So there it is. Stay tuned for the naan bread. Hi guys, so we're gonna make naan bread right now. So what we're doing, or what you need, is 2.5 cups of flour, and then 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. You just mix it all in there, and you just blend that in. And you will also need a pinch of salt. I forgot to put it there. So a pinch of salt, and just mix it. Okay, so once you get that all combined, what you want to do is, this is a plain yogurt. So I'm using half a teaspoon, or I'm sorry, half a cup. So you just add it in there. Now again, this is a plain yogurt. So that's the half a cup. So you just blend it or mix it in there. And then once you do that, you will need a splash of milk. Now you don't want to use too much of the milk, because then you don't want the dough to be too watery. So you just want to get it the right texture. So this is 3 tablespoons, but I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just probably going to use half of that. And you just keep mixing it. Until it forms into a dough. So actually I think I will need more, because then that's still a little dry. I think we will need the 3 tablespoons. There you go. Then after you blend it all in, you just want to use your hand. My hand is clean. So you just want to keep mixing it until it forms into a dough. maybe 3 tablespoons of milk is not enough, so I'm going to add a little bit more because I think I used too much flour. But you don't want to make it too wet, so you just have to be extra careful of how much you put in. So I think this one needs a little bit more. Okay. Then you just add a little bit. Now this is 2 teaspoons of olive oil, but you just want to add a little bit to just keep the moisture. And you just form it into a dough. And if it gets too sticky, just add a little bit more of the olive oil. Just mold it into a dough. Just kind of knead it, on top of the surface. Again, on this one you will need a rolling pin, which I don't have yet because then we haven't gone to the store and find one yet. So I will use my unique wine bottle. So that comes with it. So just go ahead and add a little bit of the oil, the olive oil. Just kind of rub it with the olive oil that you have left. To kind of moisten up the dough. Okay, then you just get the rolling pin and flatten it. Just keep moistening it with the olive oil. And just cut it into the sizes that you want. Just form it into a ball. It's easier to just do it little by little, I guess. Now you could form it as, the size that you want. Then you just need your rolling pin. And just stretch it out to the size that you want it. Maybe the next one we could do a little bigger size so that way, but then if you just want it like individual size, and you just shape it in any way that you can. It's probably easier to do it this way. Now this is a small serving size right here, but like I said, you could form it in any size that you want. So this is a small one, but this is what it looks like. So then after that, you just cook it over the pan. And then once it's done cooking, you want to coat it with butter, melted butter, so that way it kind of moisten it. Okay, so we'll get back to you once it's all cooked, and we'll show you the result.